Okay, I've dried it, and now I'm wetting it, just with water. I'm going to try and use some acrylic glazing liquid with white, just a little, kind of over my page. Okay, and you're probably going, what? But you've seen me, if you watch me, you've seen me do this before. Because this page needs to be unified somehow. And this is the only way I can think to do it. And it works. So, that's what I'm doing. I normally don't have to add water to the page, but because my palette is full, I thought I would do it on the page. Now that makes everything kind of murky, but I'm going to wipe it back in a minute. Not to worry. Wipe back the important things that I really want. So, I know I want the bird. So we're going to wipe him completely back. So if you ever do a page that you can't stand, that you've really, like it's gone too far, it's beyond, you think it's beyond recovery, you're going to throw it away. I mean, 2 years ago I would have thrown this away, but I do know that I can recover some things. And I want to recover my flowers. These are really the focal images in my page. The stems and this little jar down here, but as I'm doing it, it's wiping the image away. But you know, it could have a good effect doing that. See? Okay, sometimes that'll happen. Not to worry. I just want to get the leaves. And there's bits and pieces coming off. I expected that. I wanted to get this plate. I probably won't get it right back to the way it was, but that's okay with me. These flowers up in the corner here, I want to get back. Some. Probably not going to get it all back, but that's okay. I'm bringing back some of the images I think I like. So, this one down here. And if you rub too hard, you're going to lose your image. It's going to rub off. So, in actuality, I could come back in here and now go around this again. Not that, and not that, but I just want to bring it back to something I can work with. Watercolor is not my thing. I realize that now. I think I knew it before. I have watercolor, but really, I've never really used it, so I don't really know how. I don't know how to use it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. I maybe need to practice with that. But I think I'm like most people. I like to I like to play in the medium I'm accustomed to playing in. And that just happens to be acrylic. So I'm going to, this is very wet. I forgot I had sprayed it, so, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. See? It's all good. I brought back the main parts of my image, and this really, really needs to dry now. So I'm going to be right back. Okay, so off camera, I went and I used my Prismacolors, kind of brought out some of the yellows in this and some of the oranges in that. I went around a little bit here and a little bit there, and now I'm adding some gelato. I know I want to add something around my texture paste. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't want to change the colors in my image so much. I just really wanted to get that inside. Well, I didn't really accomplish that, did I? Oh, I did some. Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted. And I think I'm going to do kind of the same down here. I'm using the bottom of my glue stick for water because I don't like to take too much. And this is almost empty. Come on, baby. There we go. Just needed a little. And I wanted to add a little bit of this color over here. I'm just kind of going over actually the same kind of colors that I had used before, only with gelatos this time, because I can wipe it back. I don't want to mix that up. That's much better. I'm going to add a little bit of this in here. I don't know that I'll wipe it back so much. Maybe I'll just lightly over the top. Lightly over the top. Well, I'm going pretty hard. I want to add a little bit of that in here, just to kind of bring the pages together. That didn't really do it. Maybe I'll come to the edge more. Yeah, I like that a lot. On the bottom here, I'm going to use a darker yellow, or I don't know what this is. What is this? I can't read that. So I don't know if this is gold or brown, or I really don't know. But I wanted to mix that a little bit and then put some brown on here. Just lower down. And let's see what we get. Oh, just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. I'm not even wiping that back. I love that. I want to do a little bit of gelato right in there. Just around here a little bit. Just to kind of make this piece of paper look older, because it's kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to wipe out my glue stick bottom here. And I had printed a long time ago a bunch of sayings, and I had them in my binder. I printed them on tissue paper. So I really wanted to use every possibility begins with the courage to imagine. I'm not one to really like to put sayings on my work. I just like to leave it be. But I think this one will work out well, and I want to tear it because it's going to sink into my page much better. I should have thought of that before I cut it, really. Oops. Yeah. And I'm not sure where I'm putting it. It's actually big. Maybe I'll put it right over that brown, and that'll be like a little spot for it to go. I kind of like that idea. So I'm going to get my matte medium, and my lid is broken, so I have to keep it covered. And I'm just going to grab a little brush here. My paper towel, because my brushes are in water. I always leave them in water, my glue brushes. And I'm going to dry it really good, because this is tissue paper, so. And where did oh, here it is. I thought I lost the saying already. So, I'm just going to kind of gently put this down, because remember there's gelato there and it moves. So and this could move too, because it was printed on my inkjet printer. But it has been on this for a very, very, very long time. So my suggestion to you is, if you're going to use gel medium on printed tissue paper, is at least let it sit for 24 hours after it's printed. And if you need to do anything, the only thing I would suggest would be to dab. See how it's coming off? I don't want to take too much off. I want to just kind of leave it alone. So, and that's what happens. So I have added the matte medium on the top. Now I'm going to dry it. And that's pretty good. Now, to unify my page, because I've used so many different things, from gelatos to Prismacolor to many things, I'm just going to put a coat of matte medium over everything. I'm going to use my other brush here. Going gentle where the gelato has been put down. Oops. I've used quite a bit here, more than I need, I think. And I've used, but I wanted to make sure everything was never going to move. Because when you're a mixed media artist, well, I'm not an artist, I like to play. Whenever you're using so many different mediums, it's good to kind of seal it all in so it doesn't ever move again. Like down here I need quite a bit because that's gelato. And I'm just lightly going over, just barely touching the page. And I've got lots on this side. I want to make sure I've covered everything here, which I haven't. So I'll take some from here and bring it over here. And just make sure that I've got everything covered. And if it leaves paint, brush strokes in there, oh wow, it's my journal. But I just didn't want this color going over here, or, do you know what I mean? So there was parts of this that you didn't see, and I'm sorry for that, but this was a very long video, as it was. Anyways, I just want to, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So, that's my page. I can't date it yet, but I will. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can see the difference the Prismacolors made. I was surprised, actually, adding a little bit of Prismacolor into the flowers and adding the gelato. I wanted it just in the cracks. So, and I think it turned out exactly the way I wanted it to. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you later. Bye for now.